Welcome back, everybody. It's me, Fick the Hippo, back again. Just as I mentioned, I only did enough off-camera mining to get this guy, and I have not yet even begun to set up the rest of the farm. However, now that you're all here, I do believe it's time to start throwing together some more crate-based farms. We start grinding down some stuff. For example, I think get a couple of these, couple of chests, not a handful. And I did add these in again, so I don't know. I didn't do the cycle one, the recycle one, so I don't know if everything's going to work properly like I think it should. I also don't know even if that's going to rotate the right way. So let's I have this set up so that it's alternating, but you're going this way, so the next one should technically go, yeah, that looks right. One here, a single cog, and then I'll have the other, yeah. Put my helmet back on too. And then let's see if this is, yes, okay. And then single chest up top, and now that we will have enough sand going, so that's one thing. We can make sure we have a large supply. But the other thing I can do is, did I ever do anything with cobble? Cobbled deep slate, can I do it? Can I do anything with it? Ballast? Really? What are you? Stone mason? I don't think we need stone mason. But how? So I guess I can make slabs out of it. Deep slate and gravel. I guess it gives a purpose to the deep slate. I don't know if that's really what I want to do, though. I was kind of leaning towards tough, but I mean, deep slate would also work pretty well. Or cobble deep slate would work pretty well, I think. This is a little English. It's not my first language, apparently. Ballast. Does it have gravity? It does. You have to dig it with a shovel? Okay, well, I guess that works. Oh, and the point of farming sand like that, yes, it gives me flint, it gives me clay, but the sand can be used to feed into this, and then I'll just always have water. I have an incredibly unorganized system here, so do I go for the... I think I go for the minecart contraption here, where I can store things in the... Yeah, we're gonna do that minecart contraption it is. Okay, so I need a stock link, which means I need a transmitter, so I need 6 iron. I'm actually probably going to need multiple, so perhaps I should make multiple. And since I'm running the crusher, I might as well crush up all this stuff. A blaze burner to use for our guy. So I have stick, I have those guys. I'm going to need to make... Oh boy, do you remember? Because I don't. Stock tinker, already forgot. So, vaults. And vaults need iron and barrels. Throw that there. I should be able to take a... I need a minecart. Minecart crushing iron horse armor. I guess that's an option. Do I have iron horse armor in here? I feel like I did. Unless I left it in a chest somewhere. Which it is... Nope, there's one. It's here. Oh, there's some filled in. Okay. So I need to make approximately 1 rail. I'm not seeing a rail there, so we'll just... Okay. Track that guy. Put down... I think I can put him there. And then I need multiple packagers. And I think packagers are also expensive for some reason. I don't know, I keep opening this either. Packager! Ah, no! More iron? I mean, that's not too difficult. Just throwing a couple saplings. Do I really not have that many? I mean, I can make cardboard, sure. Pulp. I can do it with sugarcane, so we're good there. Or I guess we're gonna sleep first. So I was just thinking about crafting leads, but that he can't even give me anything. He can't. You die for this. Where you at? Where you at? It's really hard to kill the invisible man. I got a bit lazy, and well, came down here to get some iron. I was just thinking maybe one of these little fellas could be used to fill out my house a little bit. Maybe it'll give me a little aquarium or something. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm a certified interior designer, but that's real world where I've got inches to work with. This is Minecraft. Everything's cubic meters. Alright, I have 2 hamburgers. And now I think it's time to go to Detroit. I understand I'm going to build a house, but I need logs. And why deforest this area when I already have to deforest Detroit so that I can build my industry out there? It just makes more sense to me to walk a kilometer, ideally on my horse. I mean, I don't really have much of a plan. All I know is I want to get this done before it gets dark. Go to bed, hopefully get rid of the rain. And then maybe we can start working on that airplane. Did I mention I was going to make an airplane? I probably mentioned I was going to make an airplane. Yes, so we're going to get in here. We're going to type in immersive. And we're going to, not the hull reinforcement. We want the regular hull. We're going to want 3 of them because we are going to make a biplane, which is now going to need an engine, which we have none of these things in. So let's try and move to the next step, which is going to be the propeller. Boiler is going to be one thing that it wants. What else are we going to want for the engine? Blast furnace, which actually we do have the materials for. Somehow, however, the engine is missing 2 pistons, which I think is just because I don't really keep cobblestone in this system because it's not connected to a proper generator yet. And now let's try it. Let's make 2 pistons. I don't have planks in here now. Would you believe it? We'll want some pistons now. Hopefully it'll actually let me... There we go. Make 2 pistons. 3 boilers. Well, not 3 boilers. 3 holes. 1 boiler. And then I should be able to make 1 engine. I'm missing cobblestone and the blast furnace. I should be able to make the blast furnace at least. And then the propeller and biplane. That's not all we can do. We have also man of many planes, which gives us scarlet biplane, which is, you guessed it, more iron. Let's go ahead and get 3 more copper. I have 2 iron left over. So we can go ahead and just make a bit of sturdy pipes. And now our airplane is very slightly upgraded. And we can take this all the way... Which way should we go? I think there's going to be taiga north of Lake Superior. Man, that looks kind of like it. So we can start getting spruce, I think, up there. I have to figure out where to go to get dark oak. I think I might just have to do a little I might just have to do a little trespassing over my local railway lines to see just how dark their sleepers are, so I can make it as realistic as possible. I suppose it's time we travel. I'm going to turn that off right now. Alright, plane starts. We get liftoff. There we go. Now we will fire away this way. If I remember right. Man, this plane feels slow. But it's faster than horseback. Maybe I could do some fun map art. Like pull up a screenshot of my map in MS Paint and literally just draw a line from home to there and then back. Coming in for a landing right there. And then this might not be the type of tree I automate. I mean, I'm going to automate all of them eventually, I guess. What are you? What can I make out of you? You know what? While we're here, that's unusual. Tangerine seashell. Let me guess. Yep, bone meal again. I need my kelp. Sea glass embedded sand. What? Hang on, this is going to annoy me. That's not a thing in the real world. Hi. Take off. Wow. I don't know what made me think it. I think it was just hope. But I was... I thought there'd be dark oak on the west coast, but clearly I'm wrong. I have to figure out where I can even find dark oak on this map, and hopefully I don't have to go to, like, Asia or something. That'd be the farthest... That is the farthest landmass, except for, I suppose, Antarctica. Antarctica's not gonna have wood. That's one of the woods I was hoping for. I don't know why. I don't know when I'm actually going to build with acacia, but what do you think, chat? You watching the video? Do I cut down the rainforest one day for fun, or do I am I on team tree, team trees, and do I keep the rainforest going? In fact, do I expand the rainforest just for fun? I don't know. I don't know. So there was a little hill here, but now that I've flattened it out, I think we're going to put together a little house here. It's gonna be very 2012 Minecraft, I think. Still going to be fairly large. It's going to be large because this is... Hello. Well, I might move this whole thing over a couple blocks now. I forgot I put that there. This is my mine shaft access, and I don't really want to get rid of it. So 2, 3... Well, let's try this one. Stair, stair. This will be the ground floor. So let's go just next to it. In fact, let's go a little further over. So that way I can have chests or something coming around. and then I can have, say, window right here, be another window there, and then a third one for fun. And then this will just continue around the side of the house. This, admittedly, might be a little large. But my thought process here is that, going back this way, nothing I really build is going to be to scale, I suppose. The world's to scale, but if I were to build to scale, I'd have a very, very minor problem where every, like, if I were to build a house to scale, it could be like 4 pixels wide. In fact, that would be ridiculous even, because one block in this map is equal to about a quarter mile, so that's just not feasible. Floor through here. This probably will not remain as it is, but I'll have another stair here. A stair right here would be ideal, but that would be in the way. The only other thing I could think of, stair, floor. Especially around this hole, I don't want to leave something that looks too obvious. This hole here, or what will be a hole here, we fill this in, and then take these, we could have some large windows. Downside, I suppose, is there's no way to get, I have to put a temporary block there. And, you know, in all honesty, I feel like that's actually, that's just too deep. I might want to go for, I might have to go for glass panes instead, but I do think that would be ideal just because this window feels far too deep. I figure I need a proper workshop as well, so I'm not just working I'm not working off water mills that are flowing in off the lake. So this is not at all to scale. My garage is roughly 20 by 20. I work out of there quite frequently, so I figured that'd be a good option, I guess, to work from here. Downside being that it's not particularly big. I'll take the birch logs, break them down into planks, and then what do we have? We want something brick bond. I mean, brick bond's an easy one to go for. Downside is this will not match the house at all, but maybe we'll decorate it more. And I never I never did craft those doors out of zinc, and my crafting table's in here. I ought to make a new one. I'm gonna leave the corners empty for now. Got a little carried away, but I feel like this is alright. Some ceiling lights, bigger windows at the ends, and then maybe, depending on the size of my workshop as I continue, I will have some... Oh, the good news is there aren't any villages in this world unless I create them, so there won't be there won't be any raids. I'd like to thank you all for watching as late into the video as you have. It really helps me out. If you liked what you saw, leave a like. You know, if you've seen multiple of my videos by now and you keep coming back, maybe you should subscribe and see when the videos come out every week. Maybe more than that in the future. Who knows? I do. Do you? Ooh. But yeah, I'm just gonna say it again real quick. Leave a like, comment what you liked, subscribe if you're watching multiple videos. Why haven't you subscribed yet? It's free. Helps me out. I really appreciate that. I've been Affected Hippo. Man, I can't even say my own name right, can I? I'm keeping that part in. I've been Affected Hippo. You've been you. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.